Hi, YouTubers and wet shavers everywhere. It's MargaretGeorgeTune.com. I'm back with another Monday Morning Mailbag. Get yourself a cup of coffee, kick back, relax. Let's talk a little wet shaving and a few other things. What do you got this morning? I've got the same coffee this week that I was enjoying last week. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get another sip right here. This is terrific coffee. Yeah, that is a nice, bold flavor. Really enjoyable. From Costco, Kirkland Summit Roast. Yeah, boy, there it is right there. Get a zoom in on that. There it is right there. Organic medium roast coffee. This is the Costco brand, Kirkland. And boy, is it terrific. You get about 120 of these in a box for less than $35. Really terrific. And again, this is a medium roast. It has a really nice, bold flavor. Really terrific cup of coffee. And this morning, we're using the Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug, the official Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug right there. We'll have a link to where you can get your very own online. Just check the description below. You can also get some other gear up there. Celebrating the Monday Morning Mailbag. How are you this morning? I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning at a nice leisurely pace. Speaking of which, check this out. We've got a Boaz update. We got this video from James Sefton. This is Boaz, the dog belonging to his grandchildren. And here you can see he's enjoying some bananas, raspberries, and cherries in a pan of water. They were having a little fun with them. And I asked James if they were training him in some way. And he said, no, they're just having a little fun with them. And the reason why I asked that is because I've had yellow Labrador retrievers, and they are known to be very fast eaters. When you put the dog food in their dish, they wolf it down. They gulp it down so quickly. They don't even chew it sometimes. And a few minutes after eating, they'll be bringing it right back up. So the vet that I took my dogs to, Dr. Pawlowski, hi, doctor, I hope you're tuning in. He recommended a really neat way to correct that habit of eating fast. You take you put an obstacle in the dish, like a soup can. Take the label off the soup can and put it right there in the food, and that way they have to kind of eat around the obstacle, and it slows them down so that they'll take a few little nibbles, and then they'll end up chewing it, trying to figure out how to get the food around that obstacle. And then after a while, you can just remove that obstacle because they've learned to slow down. And it worked. It really worked a treat. So if you have a dog that eats too quickly and is bringing it back up, try putting some kind of obstacle in their dog food dish and see if it slows down their pace of eating. And I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me at a nice, slow, leisurely pace. As we like to say on the show, a good hot coffee, a trusty mug. Let the caffeine go to work, gentlemen. Absolutely. Hang on. Let me get another sip. Very flavorful cup of coffee here. Hang on. Yeah, that is terrific. And hey, if you're taking me along on your morning commute, thanks very much for the lift. Really do appreciate that. If you're listening to the audio podcast version of the Monday Morning Mailbag this morning, thanks very much for tuning in via all those great streaming platforms out there like Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Amazon Music, iHeartRadio, that sort of thing. Absolutely great to be with you this morning. We got a great show for you. Let me check out my topics, and we will get right to the meat of the matter, right? Oh, we got a great shaving tip from Abene Samant. Got another great Shave Den visit to share with you. We got the usual round of reminders. Oh, we also have some giveaway reminders for you this morning. That's right. We selected a winner in one giveaway and we launched another giveaway. So stay tuned for that update. Let's see. We've got some great refill comments. Really excited to share those with you. And we have some new wet shave gear. We promised you something from Denton Majick. We've got that on deck, as well as something from Stirling Shave Soap. A big thank you to Beth Jones for that. And some other great stuff mixed in. Oh yeah, we got a new item from a company called Somada. Stay tuned for that. Something that will help you with your post-shave routine. You're probably familiar with it already, but stay tuned for that. I'm really excited to show that to you as well. And we also have some great questions and comments to round out the show. So, great to be with you this morning. Thanks so much for tuning in. Again, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me. Hey, let's get the show kicked off like we do every week with a viewer morning shaving tip. Well, this morning's shaving tip comes from viewer Abine Samant, all the way from Canada. Good morning, Abby. Great to hear from you. And Abby writes, "Hi, Mark. Just noticed you cut your head on the current episode of Monday Morning Mailbag." Yeah, that's right here. I showed that to everyone last week. It seems to be healing up, but I had to refrain from doing a head shave with a safety razor. I was relegated to using an electric razor. Well, I've got this one here, and I've also got this one right here. We showed you this one last week. Well, he continues here. Thought I would use this as a reminder. It might be a good time to try using the talcum powder just before you use your electric razor on your head, since you have a cut currently. Have a great week. Abby, well, we have some really, really great talcum powders here. We've got Paraso right here. This came from Jamie Horn. Jamie, thank you very, very much. We also have the Yardley Gentleman right here. This came from James Sefton. James, thank you very, very much. And we also have the Yardley Imperial Sandalwood right here. This is a good one too. That also came from James Sefton. And I asked Abby, well, will this smooth and protect the skin? And he wrote back and said, "Hi, Mark. Yes, I was at a barber for a wet shave a few months ago, and he finished off my shave by applying talcum powder, Clubman, to my face and going over it with an electric razor. It seemed to work well, and it looks like you will get some practice with the electric head shave until you heal up." Yes, I will get some practice, and I will use that talcum powder. That's a great, great tip. And he sent along this information from Copilot AI. Using talcum powder before an electric shave is one of those old school tricks that actually works, especially if you're chasing a clean, comfortable, low irritation shave. Here's the distilled truth, then the deeper benchmarking so you can decide whether it belongs in your ritual. Now, here's some of the takeaways here. A light dusting of talcum powder before an electric shave can reduce friction, lift the hairs, keep skin dry, and improve closeness, especially if you have slightly oily skin or use a foil shaver. Why talc helps? It reduces moisture. Electric shavers perform best on dry skin. Talc absorbs micro moisture and sweat. Lifts and separates hairs. Powder gives the shaver a better bite, especially on flat-lying whiskers. Reduces drag. Creates a micro barrier so the foil or rotary head glides more smoothly. Minimizes irritation, less tugging, fewer hot spots, especially on the neck. Yeah, I'm definitely going to incorporate that because I did do a head shave, and maybe you see here, got a little bit of irritation. I think a couple of reasons there. Maybe the talcum powder would have helped reduce the drag. Maybe I was experiencing a little bit of drag, and I needed to clean that razor also. That's key as well. So I have to remind myself to clean those electric razors because I don't use them that often, and then they sit. So, if you're not using it constantly, you're not constantly cleaning it, and if you forget a little bit of cleaning maintenance, it could result in giving you some razor bumps and a little irritation, that sort of thing. So that's what I have to remember to do. So, a good quality talc like Yardley or Paraso will definitely help your electric razor shave, reducing friction and absorbing excess moisture and that sort of thing. An absolutely terrific shaving tip. Abby, thank you very, very much. Now, Abine already has an original signed George sketch. Here it is in his shave den. Thank you very, very much for putting that on display, Abby. Really, really do appreciate that. I'm very, very honored. Thank you so very, very much. But if you out there would like an original signed George sketch, just send me a shaving tip. Send that shaving tip to mondaymailbag@gmail.com, mondaymailbag@gmail.com. And if I use your shaving tip here on the Monday Morning Mailbag Viewer Morning Shaving Tip segment, you too will receive An original signed George sketch. So Abene, thanks again for a terrific shaving tip. Really do appreciate it. Okay, it's time for a shave den visit.
Grab your favorite shave soap, whip it up, rich and creamy, fill your cup, boom, lather. Hot towel ready, face feels prime, a classic shave, so smooth, so fine. 30 degrees, a light touch, let the razor do the work, no need to rush. Shave like a pro, close and neat, a shave so smooth it can't be beat. Slap on your favorite splash, feel that glow. Shave complete, now you're ready to go. Oh, boom, shave complete, you're ready to go.
Well, this morning's Shave Den visit comes from viewer Abene Samat. Yeah, hey Abby, great to hear from you again. You're 2 for 2 this morning. And the email he sent has the subject heading, 2 new razor acquisitions. And he writes, Dear Mark, another great Monday morning mailbag. I thought I'd shave with 2 of my completely unnecessary razor acquisitions. For some reason, I'm obsessed with finding the perfect travel razor. I picked up 2 on eBay, a 1972 British-made Gillette Tech and a 1970 American-made Gillette travel razor. Both have aluminum handles and would make excellent travel companions. I actually got them for great prices. The shipping cost more than the razors themselves. Both delivered great shaves, with the British Tech being noticeably milder and more forgiving. I can't wait to try them out with some different blades. Cheers. Abby, my gosh, those are absolutely beautiful. They're in great shape. And thanks very much for sharing this with all the viewers out there, because if you're looking for a great travel razor, check out these vintage Gillette Tech razors. They travel well, they deliver great shaves, and you can get them at great, great prices. Abby, thanks very, very much for sharing that with all the viewers out there. And he also has a PS here. PS, that is a near full vintage bottle of Old Spice my son Raja bought me for Christmas. Boat throttle from the early 1970s, smells heavenly. Yeah, that is really a neat decanter that the aftershave is in. That's actually called, I looked this up, it's actually called an engine order telegraph. And it's a classic nautical control instrument you see on old ships. The one with the big brass handles and the dial marked full ahead, half ahead, slow, dead slow, stop, astern. Its purpose was to let the bridge communicate speed commands to the engine room. Schulten leaned heavily into nautical themes for Old Spice's branding, ships, buoys, anchors, maritime instruments, and this fit in with that motif and that theme. That in itself is another great find. Wow, you got some really, really great vintage shaving gear right there in your shave den, Abby. Thanks so much for sharing with all the viewers this morning. Really do appreciate it. Well, here's your reminder to check out shavesplash.com. This is a website that was created by viewer Lee Meyer. If you happen to have a shave soap, but you don't have an aftershave splash for it, well, shavesplash.com is a scent matching website. So you'll be able to find a complimentary aftershave scent that will go with that shaving soap. Really, really terrific. And they also have some great articles and features up there. So check it out. We'll have the link below, shavesplash.com, from viewer Lee Meyer. Well, the channel now has auto dub technology courtesy of Google and YouTube. And as the name suggests, it will automatically translate this audio from English into Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. Pretty amazing. Simply click on the gear in the lower right of the video screen. A menu will pop up, and there you can select the language that you wish to hear the audio in: Italian, German, Portuguese, Spanish, or French. It translates it from English to any of those languages in real time, on the fly. Pretty amazing. Auto dub. Check it out. Well, here's your weekly reminder that the Monday Morning Mailbag is also available as a podcast. Simply get up to your favorite streaming service and search for Monday Morning Mailbag and more, Monday Morning Mailbag and more, and the Monday Morning Mailbag podcast, as well as our other podcast, Second Cup, will come right up. Both of those podcasts are available on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, YouTube, and now iHeartRadio. Viewer Aaron Watson sent along this heads up regarding the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Aaron, thank you very, very much. His email heading reads, Maggard 2026 Meetup. Hey, Mark, just thought I would pass this along for the 3MB. Thanks, Aaron Watson. He included the link. We'll include the link below so you can check it out and get a ticket. Here's the Cliff Notes version of what's going on this year with the Maggard Meetup for 2026. Maggard Razors will host its 9th annual wet shaving meetup on April 25th, 2026 from noon to 4 p.m. at 124 South Winter Street in Adrian, Michigan. After drawing more than 185 attendees last year, the 2026 event will cap attendance at 180 and feature up to 18 vendors. A $36 ticket includes a $14 meal voucher for select downtown restaurants, complimentary drinks throughout the day, entry into over 100 door prize drawings for those who purchase tickets before April 23rd, vendor samples, and a massive pay-it-forward table for swapping gear. Attendees can also meet well-known artisans from across the wet shaving community. An informal after-meet gathering will take place that evening at the Hampton Inn and Suites, which also offers a preferred group rate. Several other nearby hotels are available as well. So there it is, all the information regarding this year's Maggard Meetup for 2026. We'll have a link to the page below where you can get tickets and check out all the information in detail. I've got my ticket. I hope to see you there. And here's another reminder that the Razor Company is having their meetup the very next day after the Maggard Meetup. That's right, the Razor Company's meetup is on Sunday, April 26th, 2026, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. They're going to have food and swag bags for everyone. They're located at 2678 Orchard Lake Road, Sylvan Lake, Michigan, 48320. We'll have a link to the Razor Company's website where you can contact them and get more information. The Razor Company Meetup, Sunday, April 26th, 2026, from 12 noon to 4 p.m. Well, this morning we have some giveaway updates for you. We selected a winner last week in the St. Patrick's Day Luck o' the Lather giveaway, and the winner was Ron Kearney, and he emailed and claimed the prize. And he wrote, Hi, Mark. I have just watched the update on the above giveaway, St. Patrick's Day Luck o' the Lather giveaway, and was delighted to see my name come up in the draw. I really enjoy your channel, Mark, from which I have learned so much. Keep up the great work. Once again, very grateful to the contributors for this giveaway. Very generous. Regards, Ron Kearney. Now, Ron lives in Scotland, and we shipped everything to him minus the alcohol-based products. As we mentioned prior to this giveaway, we put out that note, that caveat, that if you are across the seas, international viewer, that we can ship everything to you except the alcohol-based products. That's a restriction by United States Postal Service, and it is out of our control. We have no control over that at all. So that means that the Sharp Dressed Man Aftershave Splash had to remain behind, as well as the Florida Water Cologne right there, after shaving cologne, as well as the Lavanda Shaving Cream. That also had to stay behind because that also has alcohol in it. So those three items, we were unable to ship those three items because of the United States Postal Service restrictions, regulations, that sort of thing. That's out of our control. So we were unable to ship those three alcohol-based items. And again, we noted that during the giveaway. Now, we're going to set these aside and we'll put that into another giveaway sometime down the road. But good news, we're doing another giveaway that we launched this past Thursday. This is the Great Blur Shave giveaway, and it's sponsored by Grace Chen and the folks at Yaki, Easy D, Patricia Bagwell, and also Andy Kaiser. So a big thank you to all of those folks out there for sponsoring this giveaway. Get up there and enter. We'll have a link to the video below, and it's open to everyone worldwide. So it's the Great Blur Shave giveaway. It started this past Thursday, April 2nd, 2026. And all you have to do to enter is subscribe to the channel, like that video, leave a comment below that video, have a deliverable address. The deadline to enter is April 15th, 2026. And again, it's open to everyone around the world. The Great Blur Shave giveaway. And again, that's going on right now. We'll have a link to that giveaway below so you can check it out. Enter before April 15th, 2026. That's when we'll be selecting the winner. So again, congratulations to Ron Kearney for winning. And check out the Great Blur Shave giveaway going on right now. We'll have a link below. Good luck to everyone. Well, what do you know? Coffee's getting low. That time of the show. Let's go back for a refill. Well, I hope you're enjoying a cup of coffee with me this morning. I hope you went back for a refill. I sure did. Hang on 1 minute. Let me get a sip. This is good coffee. It really is. Yeah, I like that. That is really terrific. Again, Kirkland Summit Roast right here. And it's a organic medium roast coffee. Boy, it has a really nice bold flavor. Like this one a lot. You can get this at Costco. 120 of these Keurig cups for less than $35. I got a lot, and I'm enjoying it a great deal. Brews up very nicely in my Keurig coffee maker. So if you're looking for something for your morning coffee and you want kind of a nice bold taste, but not overly so, this is a good one. Summit Roast from Costco. Kirkland Summit Roast from Costco. It's their house brand, Kirkland. So it really is terrific. And again, the Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug, the official Monday Morning Mailbag coffee mug. So check that out. We'll have links below. We can get this coffee mug and some other great Monday Morning Mailbag gear. Great to be with you this morning. You know, by the way, we wanted to mention this is a great tasting coffee, but is it healthy? Hey, check out Mantic59's blog, The Black Coffee Life, where he discusses all things regarding the health benefits of drinking black coffee. And also check out the Lockhorns. Someday we'll look back on this and quickly change the subject. A hardcover book collection of great Lockhorns cartoons. And also check out the Lockhorns 2026 Laugh-A-Day calendar. Do you still need a calendar for the new year? Check this one out. And each day will give you a fun Lockhorns cartoon. Start your day with a chuckle with the Lockhorns. Both of those by my friends Bunny Host and John Reiner. Will have Amazon links below. Great to be with you. Hang on 1 minute. One more sip. Hang on. That's terrific. A little bit of housekeeping done. Let's get to some of these refill comments. This is from Jimmy V Photography, Super 3MB. Thank you very much, Jimmy. So happy that Jim continues on the road to recovery. That's Beth Jones' husband, Jim Jones. Yeah, great news. Jimmy writes, I love that chair and they look so happy in it. Check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag or the week before and you'll see this wonderful big yellow chair that Beth and Jim are sitting in, relaxing in. It really is terrific. As for my post-shave routine, it's a lot of methodical steps, but I love the entire wet shaving process. It's Zen time. Here's how he finishes up his shave. Drain sink of soapy water and refill with cold water. Soak a washcloth, lightly wring, and slap on face, then repeat. Dip alum in the cold water and apply. Let the alum sit on the face while I clean up bowl and brush. Use the cold washcloth to remove the alum. Pat dry face with face towel. Apply witch hazel. While the witch hazel is soaking in, clean and dry razor. Then apply splash. Reattach my Eversense 365 glucose monitor, 5 minutes. I think it takes you 5 minutes to hook that up. I'm not entirely sure. Apply balm or Mysterium serum. Yeah, boy, that's a great routine, and it sounds like you're doing what a lot of other wet shavers have mentioned on the channel here and there, that they'll clean up their gear while they're doing their post-shave routine. So again, the witch hazel gets to set up a little bit. The alum block sets up a little bit. The aftershave splash is ready to go. Then if they want to have a balm, on top of that, but the balm will be applied after they're done cleaning their razor or another piece of wet shaving gear, so that the alcohol splash will have done its thing, and then they can apply a balm. Yeah. That's a great routine. Wow. Jimmy, thank you so much for sharing that with all the viewers this morning. Folks, again, what is your post-shave routine? Please comment below and let us know. Oh, Jimmy wraps up by saying that oatmeal concoction would make a great dessert or nighttime snack. That was overnight oats that we shared with everyone last week. Check out last week's show and you can get the recipe for it. I've been using it every morning for breakfast. I've been having it every morning for breakfast. It's terrific. I love it. And I went to Costco and I bought 10 pounds of old-fashioned rolled oats. And I can't believe how quickly I've gone through 10 pounds. I've got the first 5-pound bag is almost gone. I got a quarter of it left. And after I'm done recording this, I'm going to make some more oatmeal, some more overnight oats made from the old-fashioned rolled oats. And we're going to use a half a cup of oats, half a cup of milk, and a lot of other ingredients, and mix it all together, put it in the fridge, and then in a couple of days, we'll be good to go. And yeah, Jimmy, you're right. It is a great snack, nighttime snack. I've done it that way as well. I'm, feel a little bit hungry, not sure what you want. You can reach for an overnight oats in the refrigerator, and it's terrific. It just hits the spot, and it's got some healthy ingredients in there. If you're using a natural peanut butter, honey, you got the rolled oats. I'm adding a little bit of cinnamon now. I'm adding Ceylon or Ceylon cinnamon. It's spelled Ceylon. I'm not entirely sure. If you do add cinnamon, that's the one you want to add. You don't want to add the other cinnamon that is used for baking. I think it's called cassia or cassion cinnamon. You want to get a Ceylon cinnamon. Ceylon or Ceylon cinnamon, that's what you want to use. And you can use that daily. It's a little more subtle. And it has a nice kind of a warm aromatic vibe that kind of works in the background when you mix it in with your overnight oats. So I'm also adding that to my recipe. About 1/8 to 1/4 of a teaspoon. That's how much I'm adding. I'm not overdoing it at all. So consider that as well. But check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag for the recipe, and you can customize it to your own liking. You don't have to use as much peanut butter as I use. You don't have to use the honey if you don't want to use the honey. You can add a little more yogurt, plain yogurt if you want to, that sort of thing. And also do a search on YouTube for overnight oats, because you'll see a lot of other people discuss their recipes, share their recipes and what they use. And you can get one that, fine tune it to your liking. So yeah, Jimmy, it's terrific. Give it a try. I really like it a lot. Thanks very much for those comments, and thanks very much for sharing your post-shave routine with everyone. Joel Toronto dropped in. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. I agree. And the overnight oats really has been making my breakfast really wonderful. I really enjoy it. And every once in a while, I will add, say, a single scrambled egg on a piece of toast, something like that. That kind of adds a little extra protein if I want something like that. But the overnight oats has been absolutely wonderful. I'm really enjoying it. So, Joel, give it a try. It really is terrific. And I agree. Breakfast, a very, very important meal of the day, the most important meal of the day. Absolutely. Andrew Hill checked in. Great show, Mark. With all the talk about Tabak, it reminds me of something. I love all the artisan soaps as much as the next guy, but don't be so quick to ignore the big companies' offerings like Tabak, Parasso, and others. They've been around for decades for a reason. Have a great week. I agree with you. I think Parasso has been around since 1948, I think. I think Tabak started in 1955. So, yeah, I agree with you. There are some really, really great, bigger soap companies out there. Cella's probably been around for a long, long time. That's another good one, too. And I'm sure there are some others out there that folks can think of. Hey, comment below and let us know what larger company shave soap you enjoy using, and well, maybe we can compile a list on upcoming Monday Morning Mailbag and share that with all the viewers if they're looking for a different kind of shave soap that they can get on Amazon or Shave Nation or Razor Emporium or some other wet shaving outlet, and some of the bigger sellers out there. Yeah, that would be a great list to share with all the viewers. So Andrew, thanks very, very much for that. Really do appreciate that. Hey, Mully Shaves checked in and he writes, thanks for everything you do, Mark. I forgot to add in that letter that I paid a whopping $31 for that vintage feather razor. Don't faint is what he writes here. You gotta see last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. Colonel Mully scored a vintage 1961 feather razor in immaculate condition. It was in its new old stock. It was never opened. My gosh, it is an absolute dream vintage find. Never used. In new old stock, in the box, never opened it up, and it looks brand new. Check out last week's Monday Morning Mailbag for that, and he paid $31 for it. That is an absolute fantastic vintage razor find. And he got a great shave with it too. Colonel Mully, congratulations again, and thanks for sharing it with all the viewers again. We shared that in a Shave Den Visit segment last week's Monday Morning Mailbag. Give it another look. Colonel Mully, thanks very, very much for that. This comes from Steve Gregory in Kentucky. Great 3MB. Whether you're a beginner wet shaver or a seasoned veteran, this channel will definitely be a help to you indeed, and an enjoyment to start the day. All my best to everyone. And that's from Steve Gregory in Kentucky. Steve, thank you very, very much for that comment. Really, really do appreciate that. And I'm glad that folks out there find value in this channel and the content that we present. But again, it's because of all the wonderful viewers out there and other fellow wet shavers that contribute so much to this channel. And I say it often, and I mean it. Without you, this microphone would be silent. The viewers out there and the wet shavers out there make this channel and this show what it is. So thank you all very, very much. And Steve, again, thanks very much for the kind words. And I will extend your thanks to everyone out there who contributes so much to this show. Thank you all very, very much. This comes from J Tekken X. Great 3MB, Mark. It's so funny. Me and the wife both tried Summit Roast this past weekend and agreed it was really good. As you said, the value is insane. We also have the light roast and dark roast on hand to try down the road. Hey, that's great. Let us know how that is. Either email me or leave a comment in an upcoming video, something like that, and we'll share that with all the viewers out there. And I want to get the breakfast blend, but I've got 120 of these that I got to go through first. So, maybe we'll buy some and we'll share some of these with family members so they have them. That way, we can go through them a little faster. I think that's probably what I'm going to do. Yeah, absolutely. He continues here on the topic of overnight oats. I used to eat some every morning for a while when I was dieting. A scoop of whey protein helps to make it a fuller meal and curb hunger. Agave syrup or real maple syrup is also a great natural sweetener. That is a great suggestion, Jay. Thank you so much. There you go, folks. Again, as we say, overnight oats, you can tweak the recipe to your liking and add some really good healthy ingredients, to your liking. And it's a great breakfast. It's also a great snack. Jay, thanks very much for that. Really do appreciate it. Jason NYC writes, Mark, another great 3MB show. The Williams mug soap I got is from 1976, the bicentennial decoration box. Wow, that's great. Jason shared with us that he was using a puck of Williams mug shave soap. They don't make it anymore. And I was curious if he acquired this puck a few years back before they discontinued it, or was it something a little older, 1976? That is a great find, and he loved the performance of it. So again, I think, according to some viewers out there, there is a difference in formulations from, say, 1976 to, say, 2006. Or 2016 when they were still making it. If anyone knows for sure, please comment below and let us know. Jason, so glad to hear that Williams Mug Shave Soap from 1976, the bicentennial decoration box, is giving you great lathers and great shaves. Hey, Bill Murphy checked in. Great show, Mark. I love all the info from Mully Shaves and may have to get one of the t-shirts. Oh yeah, Mully Shaves. Colonel Mully has an online store where you can buy some t-shirts and everything related to his YouTube channel. We'll link that again below. Thanks for the reminder on that, Bill. Really do appreciate that. The overnight oats sound great. I don't have a Costco near us, but I think our local grocery store has the smaller version. Getting excited for the Maggard Meetup. I was hoping to get a wolf whiskers brush, but I saw on his Facebook page that he will not be there this year. Have a wonderful week. I was really surprised to hear this. Bill, thank you very much. This is where I first learned that wolf whiskers will not be at the Maggard Meetup. Bill, thanks very much for the heads up on that, because that's a wonderful opportunity to get a wolf whiskers brush firsthand and talk to Peter Wolf and learn a little bit more about his shaving brushes and that sort of thing. So that's that. I was really disappointed to hear that. I was looking forward to seeing him and speaking with him again this year, because last year I bought a couple of Wolf Whiskers brushes and they're wonderful. And I did so on the advice of the late Mark Bagwell. He said, Mark, when you're at the Maggard Meetup, make sure to get a Wolf Whiskers shaving brush. He's right there. And sure enough, he was correct. Mark was right. That's the best way to get a Wolf Whiskers shaving brush, right there at the Maggard Meetup. And a lot of other great gear from a lot of other artisans that are attending. So looking forward to seeing everyone there. And really a disappointment that Wolf Whiskers won't be there, but maybe he'll be at next year's Maggard Meetup. So we'll have to wait and see. But great shaving brushes from the folks at Wolf Whiskers. We'll link their website below so you can check them all out. Bill, thanks very much for the heads up on that. Really do appreciate it. Gerald Valletta. This is Jerry Avaletta. He writes, thanks for another great Monday morning mailbag. Can't wait for Mondays. You're the best, Mark. Every week we learn something different about shaving. God bless, Mark. Have a great rest of your week. And that's from Jerry Avaletta from Wolcott, Connecticut. Jerry, thank you again so much for the very kind words. And once again, the viewers make this channel. They make this show. I have the best viewers on YouTube. I really do. This show would not be possible were it not for all the wonderful viewers and wet shavers out there. So my thanks to everyone out there. And again, Jerry, thank you very much for the kind words. Really do appreciate that. I will extend your thanks to everyone out there who contribute so much to this channel. Thank you all very much. We had a lot of nice comments regarding the one-pass shave I did with my father's razor. That video dropped just recently, about a week ago or so, and I had a lot of fun doing it. And this is the way my father shaved. He did a one-pass shave, and then he was out the door to work. And then in the evening, if he was going to take my mother out or go to a PTA meeting or something like that, he'd have some 5 o'clock shadow, and he would do another shave. So I've been doing a one-pass shave recently. on a few videos, and I really enjoy doing a one-pass shave. Now, it's not going to be a BBS finish, but I get into darn fine shave territory, and it's a very enjoyable shave. I get a nice close result. Again, not BBS, but I get a good result, and I can get on with my day. And again, in the evening, if I'm going to go out with friends and family, something like that, I get to have another shave, which is kind of neat. So, it's been a lot of fun, and we received some nice comments from viewers regarding that. Mark, this is Mark Q5H8P writes, nice tribute shave for your dad, Mark. My dad used a Norelco shaver and Williams electric shave. He used Noxzema for his aftershave. You know what? I've never heard of anyone using Noxzema as an aftershave, but that makes sense. Does anyone else out there recall a family member, a dad, a granddad, an older brother, using Noxzema as an aftershave balm, or have you done that yourself? Please comment below and let us know. Mark, thanks very much for that. Beth Jones checked in and said, great shave video, Mark. I have my father's Gillette Super Speed razor, and it still has the last razor blade he used. Have a nice rest of the week, Mark. Wow. That is really neat. Wow. Beth, you're going to have to give us some more details on that particular razor that your father owned. Man, that is really, really neat. Thanks very much for sharing that with all the viewers out there. Andrew Hill checked in once more. Great shave. I've got a 1956 Super Speed. It's a great razor. And my grandfather, for shave soap, put slivers of hand bar soaps that we had left over in a shave mug. And that's what he used all the time. Just kept adding soap to it as we put a new bar on the sink. And he put what was left from the old one in the mug. Worked for him. Have a great week. My father did the same thing. My father, I recall as a little boy and as I got a little older, looking at that shaving mug and just seeing, little slivers of bar soap that my father used for a shave. Yeah, how about that? Hey, comment below and let us know if your father or grandfather did the same thing. Would really be interested. Or what particular shave soap that they used. And did they do a bowl lather? Did they do a face lather? My father did a face lather. Just, worked that brush in the mug and then just went about doing a face lather and grabbed his Super Speed and, then again, he was done. In the morning, he was done and then off to work. And then in the evening, if he had to go out, process all over again. Yeah, that's really neat. Andrew, thanks very much for that. This comes from Mike H, 9701. Hi, Mark. Great shave. Thank you. It's fantastic that you have your dad's Super Speed razor. Really nice. I bet Dad would have enjoyed using a Phoenix Shaving CK6 soap and aftershave too. Have a great rest of the week and best regards as always, Mark. Mike, I think you're correct. I think Dad would have loved using Phoenix Shaving Artisan Shave Soap. Absolutely. I think he would have gotten a great kick out of it. And you know what? That would have been great. And again, if you know somebody who does a traditional wet shave, the shave soaps, the splashes, the balms, they make great gifts for the wet shaver in your life. And you can, it allows them to experience a new scent, a new consistency with the lather. You get them a new brush. Man, does that change up the game? Yeah, that's great. Yeah, I'm just thinking right now. Yeah, my father would have loved that. I'm kind of at a loss for words as I'm thinking about it and trying to relate to everyone out there. Kind of what I'm feeling right now. Yeah, Mike. Yeah, I agree. Dad would have liked that. Yeah, absolutely. Thanks very much for that comment. Hey, Abane Saman checked in. Electric is how my dad shaves. First Braun, later on Phillips. I can still see him taking it apart every couple of weeks to clean it and oil it. Yes, and that's what I failed to do, especially when I'm not using an electric razor for a long stretch. If I ding my head like that again, I got to remember, before I use that electric razor, I got to give it a good, thorough cleaning because it's been sitting there cold for a long time. Now, if you're using it every single day in your electric razor shaver, you know to do that regular maintenance just by habit, just by routine. But if it's just sitting there in a drawer or sitting there in a DOP kit, something like that, and I pull it out to shave because I bumped my head, well, I got to remember to clean it first. Absolutely. So, Abene, thanks very much for sharing that. Really do appreciate that. Stephen Gregory in Kentucky checked in once more. My dad, God rest his soul, used the blue Gillette Good News disposable with shaving cream in a can and shaved maybe twice a week. Was more like a chore for him. That's one gene I definitely did not get. Ha ha. Boom lather, all my best. Steve Gregory in Kentucky. Do they still make those Good News razors from Gillette? I think is that a single edge or double edge? I'm not entirely sure. Steve did send a link to some Good News disposable razors available on eBay. I'll try to find that link again, but I can't tell from the photos that were up there if it was a single edge or if it was a single blade or a double bladed disposable razor. I have a friend who uses the Bic disposable razors. Those are the single blade, single edge razors. And when he feels that they're getting dull, he just tosses it and grabs a new one. And that's how he does his shaves. And he likes it. He feels that it's economical and it kind of fits his shaving routine. And I know that because we do the traditional wet shave, that we're getting away from all that excess plastic. At least that's what a lot of younger wet shavers like about the traditional wet shave. You're not throwing out all that plastic, and all that plastic isn't ending up in a landfill. So that's another great reason to do the traditional wet shave with a well-made safety razor. It cuts down on all that plastic waste. Steve, thanks very much for sharing that with all of us. Really do appreciate that. Yeah, boom lather. Thanks very much. And that wraps up this week's refill segment. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some new wet shaving gear. Well, this morning we've got a wonderful shave soap and balm and splash, courtesy of Beth and Jim Jones. Beth, Jim, thank you very, very much. Folks, spring and summer means warm weather. You're going to want this one in your shave den. The scent is absolutely awesome. Here it is right here from Stirling Soap Company, Lime. This is an absolutely true lime scent. No doubt about it. Tallow, lanolin, shea butter, 5.8 ounces. Nothing but lime goodness right there. And they also very kindly sent along the matching balm. Check that out. Soothe, tone, protect, 4 ounces right there. Yeah, absolutely wonderful. And we have some splash. This is witch hazel and aloe. Check this out. Look at that. Right there. Witch hazel and aloe. Really looking forward to trying this one and using this in the post-shave routine. Really, really wonderful. But here, check this out. Brand new right there. Wow. How about that? Nearly 6 ounces of soap. Oh, man. This is great. Here's their scent description on their product page. Made with the highest quality lime essential oil. This invigorating soap is a great way to get clean, but we don't recommend sticking the soap in your mouth to follow up a shot of tequila. But hey, whatever floats your tropical boat. Yeah, and here's the thing. And if you look at the customer reviews, it has 4.9 out of 5-star reviews. How about that? Let me share some of the reviews with you quickly. Someone named Brad G. Bag o' limes. This is pretty straightforward. You live in Florida, so there's a lime in the house. Cut it open and give it a whiff. Use the soap and splash. Yay! You smell like that lime. And not that garbage you get in that plastic green abomination in the juice aisle. Performance and value a la Stirling, 5 stars. I don't know what he's talking about when he talks about the plastic green abomination in the juice aisle. Please let me know in the comments below. Eric A. wrote this: fresh, clean, realistic lime fragrance. The scent is very clean and fresh, almost like cutting a fresh lime in half and getting that blast of citrus. The performance is typical Stirling, which to say is excellent. I paired this with Clubman Citrus Musk and enjoyed the fragrance for most of the day. This comes from Branscombe W, or BW, Exceptional Lime Shave Soap. Man, this lime is great. I love it in the morning after a shower before work. When you lather it up, the lime scent is just off the chart delicious. Nice and invigorating. Love it. Absolutely would recommend. Scott W. wrote, phenomenal shave soap and scent. After using Stirling shave soap, I can say that the performance is fantastic. Great feel, outstanding protection for your face, wonderful lather, and great moisturizing properties. I also love the Lime Aftershave Balm. The lime scent is phenomenal, very prominent and well done. Lime is one of my favorite scents for shave soap and cologne. So there you go, some overwhelmingly positive reviews on Stirling Soap Company's Lime Shave Soap. We're going to do a review on this. This scent is really off the chart delicious, no doubt about it. As the one reviewer described it, yeah, boy, this is like a beautiful fresh lime in your shave den, no doubt about it. My thanks to Beth and Jim Jones for the Lime Shave Soap, the Lime Aftershave Balm, and also the Lime Aloe and Witch Hazel Splash. We're going to get a review done on this. We're going to link Stirling Soap Company below, where you can check out their lime shaving soap, their lime aftershave splashes, their lime aftershave balm, as well as all the other wonderful shave soaps and splashes and balms that they offer. Great scents, great performance. Once again, my thanks to Beth and Jim Jones for very kindly and generously sending this along to the channel and allowing me to share it with all the viewers. Stirling Soap Company Lime Shave Soap. Give it a look. Roderick McLeod sent this along regarding powder brushes. We've been talking about talc and the application of talc. And he writes here, Mark, most barber supply stores will have two kinds of neck duster brushes. One is just a basic brush. Some will be the flat type like a paintbrush. Others are a bulb or fan like a large shaving brush. We've got these two here just to illustrate what he's talking about. We received this paintbrush kind of neck duster from Jamie Horn. Jamie, thank you very, very much. And Alex Lopez sent along this really terrific. This is the Razor Rock 400, F400. Yeah, the Razor Rock F400. My gosh, this is like a, I don't know, 30 millimeter or 32 millimeter or 34 millimeter knot. I'm not entirely sure, but just for illustration purposes. He continues here. There is also powder dispensing brushes. They have a reservoir in the handle with a button for allowing some powder to trickle into the bristles. He also sent along a link from VIP Barber Supply where you can check out some of these products. He also says plenty to be had on Amazon as well. Plenty of videos about neck duster brushes on YouTube. He sent along those links. We'll provide those links below. Thank you very, very much, Roderick. There are also the Squeeze Bulb powder dispensers. We'll link that as well. And even powder dispenser sprayers. We'll also include that link. Many of the dispensers are available on Amazon in multi-packs, so you can save money and have dispensers for several different powder types and scents. How about that? Roderick, thank you very, very much for all the wonderful information regarding powder dispenser brushes and also brushes to help dispense and spread out and use your talcum powder post-shave routine or pre-shave electric razor routine, that sort of thing. Roderick, thanks very, very much. Well, I was recently contacted by a company called Somada. That's spelled capital S-O-M-A-D-A. And they make an alum block for your post-shave routine. Now, it arrived the other day, and I tore it open, but I didn't remove the item just yet. So this is kind of an unboxing. It came from Amazon in this bag right here, all right? And here it is right here inside, and here it is right here. The Somada Alum Block. Let's get a look at that, okay? There it is. How about that? Somada Alum Block, all natural aftershave, unscented, soothes and refreshes skin. And that is a 3.5 ounce block, 100 grams, okay? Can you see that? Yeah. We're going to open it up for the first time. Now, it's got this little hook here. It's a great travel case. It's got this little hook here, okay? And I'm not sure if that actuates the lid or not. I don't think it does. I think that's just, maybe you can hang that if you're traveling with it. That's my guess. Oh, here it is. It opens up like this. Okay, it flips open like that. Boy, that's a generous size, isn't it? And there it is right there. How about that? That is nice. Here's some information. Here, let me see if you can get the information here on the back. I'll get a screenshot of that there for you so you can look at that. Okay, directions for use, storage, that sort of thing. Okay. All right, so that's a look at the travel. Nice size travel case. And here it is. It is wrapped up in cellophane. We got it wrapped up in cellophane. So I'm gonna open this up here. It is a nice, generous size. Hang on 1 minute. Okay, hang on. You'll probably see an edit here as I get this open. This is tightly wrapped, which is nice because you know you're getting a good, clean product. Okay, I grabbed a knife and we're peeling this off. Oh yeah, look at that. That's a nice size. Okay, so there you go. That's a nice size. That's a nice size block. And man, that is a really good, hefty block. It's a really nice size, and it looks like it's going to last a good long time. There it is. I'll give you a close look at it right there. Okay, there it is right there. All right. So we're going to use this in our post-shave routine and see how this works. Again, 3.5 ounces, 100 grams, comes in a nice travel case, very nicely wrapped, less than $8. How about that? You can also buy a 2-pack as well, and I think it's like $12, so that works out to about $6 a piece. An even better deal. So man, oh man, this is really, really nice. So we're going to be using this in upcoming reviews, post-shave routine, and see how it performs. It looks really, really nice. And it looks like it's going to last a good long time. So there it is, the Somada Alum Block for your post-shave routine. Available on Amazon. They very kindly sent this to the channel and allowed me to share with all the viewers out there. My thanks to Team Somada for doing that. Really do appreciate that. And again, another option for an alum block in your shave den for your post-shave routine, less than $8 for 100 grams, 3.5 ounces. And again, that's a really nice, generous size. Check that out. That is really... I don't know if I can zoom in there. Yeah, there it is, focusing in a little bit there. That is really, really nice. So we like alum blocks that have a little more real estate. So the post-shave alum block goes a little quicker, a little smoother, that sort of thing. Really looking forward to giving this one a go. And we'll be talking about it in upcoming Monday morning mailbags, and also we'll be using it post-shave in upcoming reviews, and also do a review on this exclusively so we can kind of gauge its performance and that sort of thing. Once again, from Somada, a wonderful alum block, less than $8 for 3.5 ounces or 100 grams. Give it a look. Well, here's another reminder of a great product you can incorporate into your post-shave routine from the folks at Sonicare, Caddise Whipped Tallow Balm. And Eric Zhang and everyone at Sonicare very kindly extended to all the viewers out there a special promotion, 30% off Caddise Whipped Tallow Balm. We'll have the link below, and this offer is valid until April 30th, 2026. So if you want to try a really, really terrific Whipped Tallow Balm, check out Caddise from Sonicare, 30% off until April 30th, 2026. We'll have the link below. Give it a look. Well, are you looking for a new blade bank for your shave den? Viewer Bob LaRoe sent in this review of the Ormixa blade bank. And Bob writes, some blade banks are large, and if space is at a premium, here's a good option for sure. I'm unfamiliar with Ormixa, but this is a quality item. You drop blades in vertically. Most blade banks I've seen use a horizontal drop. Either way, the blade goes into the container. This one takes up less space. The top lid screws off easily, and you can dispose of the blade safely, then reuse it. I've seen one-use blade banks which are hardly a bargain. One other advantage of this is that it looks good. I like the color and the ridges. It's also heavier than most, meaning it won't fall over easily. The packaging is exceptional, making it very giftable. And that's from Bob LaRoe. Bob, thanks very much for sending in that review. Really do appreciate it. He also provided an Amazon link, and we'll have that below. It looks like a terrific blade bank, touching all the bases. Looks good, a little heavier, so it's a little more stable on the counter, saves space. Yeah, sounds absolutely great. Bob, thanks again for sending in the review of the Ormixa blade bank. We'll have the link below. Give it a look. Well, we recently heard from Mark Denton of Denton Majick, and he was telling us that he has some new offerings. And sure enough, last week this arrived. This is D24 from Denton Majick. Check that out. There it is, D24, 2.5 ounce jar, a terrific space-saving jar, but boy, they sure do pack in a lot of shave soap. And this one is an absolutely wonderful, wonderful scent. We also have the aftershave splash here. Again, D24 aftershave splash, 2 ounce bottle. Again, wonderful space-saving bottle for both the aftershave splash and the shave soap. Great for your DOP kit, great for your shave den. Really, really terrific. Space-saving for the shave den. Also very compact for your DOP kit. Really, really terrific. Now, D24, here's what the product page has to say. Inspired by the modern elegance of H24 with the grounded masculinity of Terra de Hermes, this scent strikes the perfect balance between fresh energy and rugged earth. It opens with a bright flash of citrus and green aromatics that feel clean, vibrant, and effortlessly confident. As the scent develops, mineral notes and aromatic herbs emerge, giving it that unmistakable modern masculine character. Beneath it all lies a warm, earthy foundation of woods and subtle spice that lingers long after the shave. The result is a scent that feels fresh, sophisticated, and unmistakably masculine, like stepping out into crisp morning air with the quiet confidence that the day belongs to you. Now here's the scent profile. The top notes are fresh citrus, green aromatics. The heart notes are mineral notes, clary sage, and herbal accords. The base, earthy woods, subtle spice, and warm vetiver. Clean, modern, and confident. Yeah, boy, oh boy, this is a terrific, terrific scent. Really, really terrific. When I first sampled it, yeah, I got that blast of citrus. And I'm getting it again. Oh, man, that is marvelous. You do get that. It's a clean, fresh blast. Yeah, and then all those other scent levels come into play. Really, really looking forward to using and reviewing this one. Absolutely fantastic. And again, Denton Majick soaps really lather a treat. Really, really terrific. And again, can't emphasize it enough. A wonderful space-saving jar. They pack a lot of product in there, a lot of bang for the buck. And again, the matching aftershave splash also nice and compact. Great for the shave den, especially if you need to save space, and perfect for a dop kit. Just throw it in there and go, and you're all set. You got a great performing shave soap that builds wonderful lather along with a terrific, terrific scent. Give this one a look from Denton Majick D24. My thanks to Mark Denton for very kindly and generously sending this along to the channel. Really do appreciate it. We'll have links below. Give it a look. And that wraps up this week's look at new wet shaving gear. My thanks to everyone who contributed. Really do appreciate it. We'll do it again next week. Okay, let's check out some of these questions and comments. Viewer Al Spencer dropped in and he writes, "Hi Mark, I'm currently stocked up on Kirkland Pacific Bold K-Cups and whole bean French roast. Can't go wrong for the price. Thanks for the recommendation of Summit Roast. Hope I can remember this a year from now when, when I'm ready for more coffee. Have a great week and a quick head healing, Al Spencer." Yeah, I know. They give you so much. It's going to take you a year to go through it. He also added this regarding Costco. We joined Costco while living in Kauai back in 2010. We now live over 2 hours away from a Costco, so we do everything online. I watch Project Farm YouTube channel where he tests and reviews all kinds of stuff. Anytime he reviews a Kirkland product, it always is at the top of the list. Two of the top hitters are Kirkland 13-gallon trash bags and Kirkland batteries, and I totally agree. Check out Project Farm. I think you would enjoy it. And that's from Al Spencer. Al, thanks very much for the program recommendation. We'll look for a link for that. And also, thanks very much for your coffee recommendations. And I hope you give Summit Roast a chance a year from now after you go through all that other coffee. Al, thanks again very, very much. Viewer Roderick McLeod sent along this email, and he writes, "Mark, I got an email from Muhle today about razor maintenance. Here's a link. We'll provide that link below. A really, really terrific page on Muhle's website regarding razor maintenance and also shave gear maintenance. Really, really terrific. Roderick, thanks so much for sending this along. Again, folks, we'll have that link below where Muhle discusses razor maintenance, shave gear maintenance. Really, really worth a read. Thanks again, Roderick. Really do appreciate it. I received this email from viewer James Sefton, and he wrote, "Mark, are you going to watch the rocket launch today? I can't help but think of the Moon Striker brush that I recently got." Of course, this is regarding the Artemis 2 mission that launched last week. And yeah, James, I watched it. It was absolutely awesome. My gosh. And he wrote back and said, "Mark, I mentioned about the Moon Striker, but not the atomic rocket." Yeah, a couple of great shaving brushes from Phoenix Shaving. If you have either one of them, the atomic rocket or the Moon Striker shave brush, hey, have a shave and honor the folks involved in the Artemis 2 mission that's going on right now. As a matter of fact, the Artemis 2 is NASA's next mission to the moon. It's the first crewed mission beyond Earth orbit. It's testing Orion systems in deep space, free return flight around the moon, a 4-person astronaut crew comprised of Reed Weissman, Victor Glover, Christina Cook, I think that's how it's pronounced, and Jeremy Hansen. It's a stepping stone to future lunar landing. So after this one, I think they're heading for the moon maybe next year. They're going to land again. How about that? It was an absolutely awesome, awesome launch. So again, follow along the Artemis 2 mission. We'll try to get some links below where you can get more information. It was an awesome launch and really, really exciting to see manned spaceflight going back to the moon. Hey, have a shave in the shave den with 2 great shaving brushes to honor the Artemis 2 mission, the Moon Striker and the Atomic Rocket, both from Phoenix Shaving. James, thanks again. very, very much. Well, we received this email from Colonel Mully all the way from Japan, and he wrote, "Hi Mark, I watched your one pass video for your dad, so I did a one pass in honor of him too. Video will be up around 9 p.m. your time." Wow. Colonel Mully, thank you so very, very much. I'm so flattered and honored by that. Thank you so much for remembering my dad and doing a one-pass shave video in his honor. That's really, really very nice of you. I checked out the video, folks. It was awesome. It was just so wonderful. And it was really neat to see Colonel Mully in Japan and talking a little bit about his situation there. That was really neat. And he also used Adopted Acre Soap Company Mully Shaves Outlaw Barbershop right there. Boy, is this a great scent. And he used the version with the new soap base. Boy, just made a great, great lather. Oh, this is a great scent. But the lather was really, really great. Check out the razor that he uses. And it was just really, really neat. Colonel Mully, thank you so very, very much. I had a smile from ear to ear. That was really very, very nice and thoughtful of you. Thank you so very, very much. Folks, we're going to link it below, and we'll also link Colonel Mully's channel up there and his blog, and also his online store where you can get all those great t-shirts and things like that. Colonel Mully, thank you so very, very much. Again, very, very thoughtful, heartfelt appreciation. Really do appreciate it. And that wraps up another Monday Morning Mailbag. Thanks so much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Please share, please subscribe, please like. Hit that bell so it'll give you a yell the next time I upload a video. Comment below. Let me know. Check out my Amazon product page at amazon.com/shop/MarkZerati, where you'll find all the Amazon listed products that I review on this channel, organized and categorized so you can find everything in a snap very easily. I'll leave you with this laugh. Hey, we have another double take cartoon puzzle this week. Try to find the differences between the two cartoon panels. If you need more time, just pause the video, or try to find all the differences before time runs out. Thanks very much for tuning in again. I really do appreciate it. Make it a great week.